Hey team, hope you're all doing well. So today's topic, I want to go over how many days a week should I not run? It's a very important question. I think in terms of every athlete is different. So some athletes can get great results off of running 2 to 3 days a week. Other athletes need to be running 6 to 7 days a week. So it really comes down to your maturity level. It comes down to your overall fitness. It comes down to the amount of time you have available. A lot of athletes don't have the luxury of training full time like professional athletes. I only had one time in my entire career where I could train full time, and it was for about a 1 year period of time when I was with the U.S. Army World Class Athlete Program. And what I found out is I ran better, and I actually ran my personal best when I was working a full time job. Again, if you're doing a long run once per week, you're doing a tempo run once per week, or alternating a tempo run with, say, like a track workout one week and doing a maybe a hill training workout the following week, and you're stressing your body at least twice per week in terms of doing an anaerobic workout, doing an easy run, and maybe a long run per week. Running anywhere from 3 to 4 days a week is adequate for most runners. Okay, if you're training to earn a Boston Marathon qualifying time, if you're training to earn a USA Olympic trials qualifying time, or you're trying to make the Olympic team or the World Champions, qualify for the World Championships, you need to be running a minimum of 6 days a week. And most of the athletes I've trained with over the years that were at the national class, world class level, are training 7 days a week. You can still run that much per week, and even running twice per week, 7 days a week. Again, those types of athletes are very mature, they're very experienced, they're very fit. You don't start off doing that type of training, of course. Most of you all know that. But if you only have 2 to 3 days a week to train, maximize the amount of time you do have and do the very best you can to prepare. I think too, as you get fitter, you get more anaerobically fit, you can start implementing, adding in an additional day of training during your week, and that will help build your confidence. It's going to obviously build your fitness as well. But I think a lot of athletes, again, don't have 6 to 7 days a week to train, so they have to do the very best that they can with 3 to 4 days a week. And you can still get great results as long as you're not running too much of your mileage too aerobically. Again, if you're trying to run a faster 5K or faster 10 mile on the track, 800 meter, you have to make sure that you're running at least one of those days. If you're running 3 days a week, you need to be running at least one of those days extremely hard. Okay, that could be in the way of a track workout. Maybe repeat 800s on the track, repeat 400 meters, doing tempo runs, doing hill repetitions, maybe a 200 to 300 meter hill that you can find, and doing 10 to 12 reps up that, running moderately halfway up it and then running all out on the rest of the way up, or just gradually speeding up on the way up. Doing that type of setup will help set you up for success, because you want to make sure that you're improving the body's lactate tolerance, improving your body's ability to clear lactic acid faster than it's building up. The only way to do that is to recruit more fast twitch muscle fibers. You can't do that by running easy, relaxed mileage every single day during the week. So, but I do know this: the fitter you get, you're going to get to a point where running 2 to 3 days a week is not enough for you. You're going to want to either stay on 2 to 3 days a week, but do a double, do a one run in the morning, and then do a track workout maybe in the afternoon, or maybe during your lunch period or lunch time, if you don't have any time in the evening to do your workouts. A lot of times over the years when I was running, I would get up early in the morning before work. I would do my track workout sometimes, and I hated doing track workouts at 4 to 5 a.m. in the morning, but sometimes I just had to do that. And then I would run easy in the afternoons, or I would run easy in the mornings and then do a track workout in the evening after work. Sometimes I would do a workout during my lunch time and try to run about an hour on the treadmill, 45 minutes to an hour on the treadmill, get a quick shower, back to work, and then I would run again after work. You just have to really find out how badly you truly want to succeed in the sport, and do the very best you can to structure your day. Okay, a lot of athletes, there are a lot of great athletes out there that do very well running 3 to 4 days a week, and then again, there are other athletes that really need to run 5 to 7 days a week to get the types of results they're aiming for. So it's really what you're doing also on the after the track workout's done, after the road workouts are done, making sure you're getting proper sleep, making sure you're hydrating well before, during, and after your workouts, making sure that you're paying attention to your nutrition as well. Okay, I would advise, and again, always consult with a physician first. I'm not a physician, so I'm not giving medical advice, but make sure you're paying attention to keeping your iron and your ferritin levels at an optimal level. Okay, a lot of athletes are running very low. A lot of athletes are very anemic and don't even know it, and they're becoming chronically fatigued because they're running low on ferritin or iron. And one of the best ways for you to do that, and to make sure that you're not going to run low and not going to become anemic, is to take a 65 milligram tablet of iron. Okay, buy a bottle of 65 milligram iron tablets and take one at least once per week with some orange juice. Okay, if you're running low on ferritin or iron, those particular nutrients play a very important role in oxygen transport in terms of the cells. If your cells are running low on iron, which they desperately need that to help transport oxygen throughout the body, if you're running low on those iron and ferritin, it doesn't matter what type of motivation you have or how fit you are, you're not going to perform at an optimal level. So making sure that you're paying attention to those types of your preparation as well, and not only just how many days a week you're running. You could be running 7 days a week and still get poor results if you're running low on ferritin or iron, or if you're stressing yourself out and you're worrying about what pace per mile or pace per kilometer you're running on your easy days, or if you're overly analyzing your track workouts or worrying about a few bad races or a few bad workouts. Expect the fact that whatever you're going after is going to be a tough task. This isn't especially if you're trying to race your particular chosen event and you're trying to set a new personal best, expect some challenges. It's not going to be easy. You're not just going to run a personal best every single time you run a race, or you're not going to go out and just run great workouts all the time. They're going to be very poor workouts. I mean, I've had poor workouts, poor races over the years before I ever was able to run a personal best from the mile all the way up to the marathon. It took several years of training. Again, I started running when I was 15 years old in 1992, and I've been training for over 30 years as a middle to long distance runner. And it took me several years to get to a point where I could run at the elite level. So just be patient with yourself in terms of your buildup. Don't get so caught up with the amount of volume you're doing. You can get great results running much lower volume if you're paying attention to it and strategizing how you're setting up your training. The world's top middle to long distance runners are running around 40% of their weekly volume at or below their lactate threshold. Okay, so they make it look easy for a reason, and they've been doing it for a long enough period of time. So in this sport, great results come about with having a long-term approach. Okay, so don't expect to get a new personal best in a matter of weeks. You're going to get it in a matter of months and sometimes several years, but just stay consistent and you're going to do great. So if there's any other questions you have in regards to training or in terms of racing, feel free to leave me a comment below. Check out the resources below these videos as well. They're there to help you get to the next level in your training and racing. And if you're new to the channel, hit that subscribe button and the bell icon so when I make new videos, you'll be notified of it. And if there's anything else I can help you all out with, definitely reach out to me. I will definitely respond back to any commenter that leaves a comment on my videos as well. RunDreamAchieve.com has been around since 2011, so definitely check out the resources that are available to you there, and I will talk to you all in the next video.